So in 2021, HRMI was able to work with our then funder, which was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Trade here in New Zealand, to begin a HRMI internship scholarship program, providing scholarships for university students and typically less resourced institutions within our region, funding to be able to work as interns and get paid doing so. And the idea being that we would help Pacific students to network with other youth human rights defenders across the world in HRMI's family, and also provide them with experience working with an international NGO. HRMI was able to roll this out in Samoa as a pilot, which we were so lucky to have Ronna support us doing, and this proved a huge success in every single way. As such, it is expanding to other USB campuses across the Pacific. And I'd like to bring in again Jenny and Fatima, who introduced themselves at the beginning, to talk about the internship scholarship program in the Pacific. So over to you, Jenny and Fatima.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of all representatives throughout the Pacific and others outside the Pacific as well. Invited guests and esteemed audience. I am humbled to be representing Papua New Guinea as an intern with the Human Rights Measurement Initiative, or HRMI for short. I joined the HRMI Internship Scholarship in late May and have learned so much over the short period of time. I was privileged to be selected as an intern in Papua New Guinea. HRMI is a unique collaborative venture between human rights practitioners, researchers, economists, and academics. As most of you are aware, HRMI aims to produce the first comprehensive set of measurements for tracking the human rights performance of various countries. The internship for me is a whole new experience and a very interesting one too. The thing that inspires me about this internship is the exposure and innovative ideas put forward by people around the globe. Doing so, it has taught me how to effectively use Zoom, knowing that PNG is a developing country and we are adapting to new changes, especially new technologies and applications. Also, interpreting data on human rights tracker and working remotely. Therefore, I was privileged to learn the HRMI rights tracker and to actually understand it. In today's world, data is vital, and to learn this important information is the key to make a change. Hence, my team and I here in Papua New Guinea will be doing a presentation on the rights tracker, concentrating on the 2022 PNG's data too, and the presentation will be given out to organizations that might need this valid information for research or in improving human rights here in Papua New Guinea. Therefore, I believe there is more to learn in this internship, and the knowledge gained can be of help in future endeavors. Thank you and God bless. Now back to you, Patrick.
Thank you so much, Fatima, and pushing through with the connection issues. That was really beautiful, and thank you for representing Papua New Guinea. So let's jump across to the other side of the Pacific to Samoa and bring in Jenny. Jenny, are you there?
Yes, hello, thank you, Patrick. Okay,
Over
hello
to
for
you.
everyone again. Okay, from my own personal view about this internship, I have gained valuable knowledge and experience from this internship, which I got the chance to join Slack for the first time in my life. Wow. And then I learned how to interpret and comprehend the data on the rights tracker and how to present it to other people. But most of all, I enjoyed interacting with different people around the world. An update for our HRMI team here in Samoa, we're having an event which Ms. Ronna mentioned, which is next week, and we will be presenting the data to the human rights expert here in Samoa. Hopefully that will go well. And that's basically it from me. And on behalf of our Samoa HRMI team, we would like to thank you all for including us in this internship program. Hafitai.
Sorry about that, everyone. I'm having some technical difficulties over here on my side. Ma aloha whawhetai, Jenny, for that beautiful sort of recap of what's happening in Samoa. We're really proud of everything that you're doing through everything that you're doing through the work of HRMI in Samoa, and really excited about the event that you have on next week. For me, anyway, I think that one of the proudest achievements through this role and the work that we've done as Pacific Data Co-Lead has been the establishment of the HRMI Internship Program, especially as it gives opportunities directly to our young people in the region.
This internship has been very instrumental in helping our students, not just those who are studying law, but any of our students who are interested in doing work around human rights. It's been really helpful for them to learn about data, how to interpret it, and how to present it. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that, because that was kind of what I was going to ask you about, was next was about the impact that HRMI's having beyond just the Pacific module data collection. It's also in the internship and the capacity building space. Could you speak to, I know we're going to have a few interns speak a little bit later about their own experience, but you as someone whose role is developing skills and future aspirations of our young people within the region, could you speak to how the HRMI internship program has assisted you in your role in creating those opportunities for our young people?
Yeah, I mean, in the Pacific, but I can speak specifically for Samoa. What's lacking in our education curriculum is lateral thinking or subjects that encourage critical thinking and lateral thinking. So HRMI, I think, exposes many of our interns into having discussions about topics that they wouldn't normally be asked to discuss in their different disciplines, and also exposes them to other interns who are doing similar work, and learn from other interns around the region and outside of the region. I think it's a very good hands-on experience for them, and also for them to be able to explore different ideas about the same topics, because often we have our students who they would memorize ideas and rote learn ideas from their lectures and what's the resources that's available to them. But I think the internship exposes them to different students from different cultures and different backgrounds, and enable them to engage in conversations and create ideas that are outside their normal spheres. So that's what I enjoy about having HRMI, is I'm also able to have these types of discussions with our students who would normally shy away when I ask them questions about, oh, what are your opinions on this topic? You know, they always behave like I'm going to give them a grade, I'm going to grade them their opinions about topics, you know, when I'm just asking them questions about what their thoughts are on a topic. So I think HRMI, this is why I'm very passionate about finding more funds and grants to continue this internship, because it's a little bit outside of what they're learning when they come to USV. And in many ways, it's encouraging them to talk about relevant topics that are impacting their daily lives. So climate change and indigenous rights and land tenure. So topics that they should be thinking about, but our curriculums don't necessarily create pathways for them to have those types of dialogue and conversations. So it's a great internship, and of course it's a dream for me to be able to not just have it here in Samoa, but hoping to open up an internship for the rest of our campuses around the region, because we have about 12 campuses.
Thank you so much for that. One thing that we do are very cognizant of at HRMI is the idea of giving young Pacific peoples the opportunities to connect with other young people and other young human rights defenders and advocates across the world. So networking, but also giving them the tools so that they can develop and follow the aspirations they have for their own selves, their countries, and for their communities. But thank you so much, Ronna. It's always a delight to chat with you.